What's up, YouTube? FD White back with another episode. Welcome to the channel, man. Welcome to the channel. So we are getting a breakdown from that rising wedge that we've been talking about. We've been talking about this for over a week now. We've been saying Bitcoin was going up, but it was in that rising wedge, that bear flag that we were looking at. So we're getting a little breakdown now. We're coming down to about 84K. I just want people to be careful. April 2nd, we talked about this also a couple days ago. April 2nd, we do have Trump coming out talking about the tariffs, talking about how these tariffs, or will there be a little bit more pushback on the tariffs? Will the retaliatory tariffs be bigger? Will some of the tariffs be taken back? How much percentage are these tariffs going to be? The day before, or Tuesday, we got the auto tariff saying that 25% auto parts and autos that are not produced in America will be taxed or will be tariffed 25%. So it's still a lot of uncertainty. We also got some information, some PCE data coming out today or this morning talking about inflation is still up. Inflationary pressures are still up. We have to be cognitive of what's going on in the market. We are paying attention to these technicals when it comes to day trades, when it comes to scalping, but the overall market right now, we keep saying, is fundamentally based. The stock market is going down, crypto is going down, altcoins are in a bear market. Most altcoins are in a bear market. We have to face that fact. Is it time to start buying? I'm nibbling. I talked about Altcoin, I talked about Arweave, I talked about a few others that I'm gonna start nibbling if they come down a little bit more. So we're looking at those two. We'll make a dedicated video talking about altcoins that I'm looking at that I think can have the potential to come back strong in the mid to long term, that are just gonna come back. Basically, you wanna get altcoins that are gonna come back, or you wanna wait for newer altcoins to come about when the market, excuse me, when the market does turn around. Right now, what I'm doing, I'm trading. We talked about this. I have Breakout. I have Breakout accounts where I'm getting funded, and I'm trying to. I still have the 100K account. I have a $10,000 account. I have a $25,000 account. The $10,000 account is not funded yet, so we're gonna continue to try to get that funded for just to have different multiple accounts where I can trade on. That one will be a little bit more risky, but when it comes to the overall market, when it comes to trading, we're going to continue to trade. We're going to take longs, we're going to take shorts. We've been trading gold. We called the gold breakout a couple days ago. We said look at the double bottom. It played out. We wanted it to come to 29.50. It came back down to 3K and then bounced. So we got, like I said, that double bottom there. We're taking gold profits and putting it to the side, putting it in stables, waiting for or putting it in Bitcoin. So we've been doing Bitcoin and stables mostly this week for the most part. So we're going to probably continue that over the next week or so, just to see how this April 2nd thing turns out. It could be where we come and everything pumps again. We also talked about these dead cat bounces. We said March 12th, look on my X, I just reposted it. Make sure you guys follow me on X. I said March 12th, after we get this CPI or the FOMC meeting, watch for a huge dead cat bounce rally. We got the rally. Some Tesla went up 33%. The NASDAQ went up like 6%. Bitcoin went up like 11%. So some of these moves are kind of, we can kind of foresee. We can't predict the future, but we can kind of foresee if something starts to happen, and we can kind of get ahead of some of these moves. So we're putting this in the Telegram. We're putting it on X. We're just trying to keep everybody updated. I'm letting you know what I'm doing in real time, and we just gotta stay, like I said, stay coherent to what's happening in the markets. Do not leave the space. Do not leave the market. Even if you're not actively trading, even if you're not actively buying, do not leave. Stay here. Learn as much as you can, soak in as much as you can, so you can prepare for when that next move comes. We don't know when the next move comes. It might be a month, it might be a week, it might be a year, who knows? But what I've learned being in this market, do not leave the market. It may get boring, it may get sad, it may get depressing, but just don't leave. It's like a marriage, man. Once you get married, if you can help it, just stay in that marriage. No matter if times is hard, no matter if times is good, no matter what the times are. If you love that person, or if you love this space, if you think it can be beneficial to you longer term or beneficial to your life, stay in the space, stay in it, and I promise you, man, you will reap the benefits of your conviction. It's just, you got to do your due diligence, do your homework, and I'm sure you'll be fine. And follow people who have done it. Follow people who, me personally, I would say if you already don't have a lot of money, follow people who started from scratch. I started from scratch. I wasn't rich when I came into crypto. I didn't have a lot of money before I came into crypto. Crypto changed my life. A lot of these people can't say that. A lot of these people are already coming in with a whole bunch of money to play with. They can lose money and just, keep it moving. People like us, where we come from, our situations, we started from basically scratch, and we built and built and built our way up. So these are the type of people that I like to watch, that I liked to watch when I was watching people. And also people, if you're a trader, make sure you're looking at people who are not moon boys all the time, who are not bear people, perma bears all the time. Nice people who just take the charts, trade with the chart, not with their heart. So just whatever you or your path is, make sure you're looking at like-minded people. But sometimes you do want to come out and look at people who have different perspectives. But for the most part, traders, if you're trading, make sure you look at these unemotional traders. I'm somewhat of an unemotional trader, so I guess people like me, if I see something in the chart, I'm gonna trade the chart and not my heart. For the most part, we are human, but it just is what it is right now. Just stay diligent, stay in the space. Make sure you are, you don't have to just be all into it all day, every day, but make sure you're keeping up as to what's going on, because it could change in a second. We could get some news from Jerome Powell. We can get some quantitative easing. We can stop all quantitative tightening and start quantitative easing. We can drop interest rates. It just depends on what's going on in the economy. It depends on what's going on behind these closed doors. One announcement can send us to the moon, and then one announcement can send us to hell. You know what I mean? So you just got to stay in tune, stay in the market so you can be ready, stay in the market so you can be prepared, or doing your due diligence, doing your research so you can be prepared. And that's just my 2 cents, man. So we do have the Crypto Crunch coming out tonight, the 10-minute news and TA, my new thing that I do, my new segment that I do every day, Monday through Friday. So make sure you guys tune in to the one yesterday. It was a pretty good one. We gave the warning about this pattern that we were in. We talked about Ondo, we talked about Arweave, and we talked about Bitcoin. So tonight we'll gather the news, gather some TA, and we'll be back tonight with the Crypto Crunch, our 10-minute analysis of the day. And I appreciate everybody. Make sure you like, subscribe. I'll talk to you in a minute. Peace.